You said you were going to bring everything.
I did bring everything.
Frank, you brought 6 cans of beans and 1 fork.
Beans are good camping food.
1 fork, Frank. 1 for 2 people.
Hey everyone, welcome back.
Today, we have some very common and useful phrasal verbs for you.
You're going to hear them in a fun story with 2 characters, Frank and Betty. They're on a camping trip, and things don't go very well for Frank.
The story has 2 parts. After part 1, we'll explain each phrasal verb, and you will practice them with us. Then part 2.
So stay until the end, okay? And don't forget to like the video and hit the hype button.
Let's go!
Frank, can I ask you something?
Sure.
Why are you so into camping? You never liked it before.
That's not true. I was always into the outdoors.
Frank, the last time you went outdoors was to get the newspaper.
I also water the garden.
I water the garden. You watch me from the window.
I supervise.
Anyway, you watched one video on the internet, and now you think you're a camping expert.
It was not one video. It was many videos. I learned a lot.
Oh, yes. I can see that. Look at your tent, Frank.
What's wrong with it?
One side is on the ground. The other side looks like it wants to fly away.
It's not perfect, but it's up.
Even a baby can knock it down, Frank.
Well, there are no babies here, so we're fine.
You messed up the poles. I told you the long ones go on top.
I didn't mess up. The poles were all the same color. Very confusing.
Did you try to figure out the instruction?
Of course I did. I looked at them for a long time.
You looked at the instruction upside down, Frank.
The pictures were not clear. I almost gave up right there.
Almost? You sat on the ground and said, "I give up."
I was resting. That's different.
They have numbers on them, Frank. Big red numbers.
I didn't see the numbers.
Because your glasses were in the car. Like always, I had to get them for you twice.
I have them now.
Okay, so you put the tent together by yourself.
Yes, by myself.
You put it together wrong, Frank. That's not the same thing.
At least I tried. That's what matters.
You said you were going to bring everything.
I did bring everything.
Frank, you brought 6 cans of beans and 1 fork.
Beans are good camping food.
1 fork, Frank. 1 for 2 people.
We can share.
This is why I packed a second bag with real food, plates, and 2 forks.
See, we get along great. I bring the beans, you bring everything else.
That's not getting along. That's me fixing your mistakes.
Teamwork, Betty.
Teamwork. Sure.
Oh, I like Frank, especially when he said, I supervise. That was so funny.
Absolutely. And when Betty said, "You brought 6 cans of beans and 1 fork," that was hilarious.
Okay, guys, if you want, you can jump to the second part of the story at 1309. But don't forget to come back. We're going to explain some very useful phrasal verbs, and you'll practice them with us.
Okay, guys, the first one is be into.
Ah, this is a good one. When you are into something, it means you really like it. You're interested in it.
Right, like in the story. She says, "Why are you so into camping? You never liked it before."
Why are you so into camping? You never liked it before.
She means, why does he like camping so much?
Exactly. And you can use it for anything. Music, sports, cooking. If you love it, you're into it.
Now it's your turn. Listen and say the lines with us. Don't be shy. Say it out loud.
My brother watches cooking videos every night. He doesn't stop talking about food.
Oh, wow. He's really into cooking. Maybe he can make dinner for us sometime. So, what do you do on weekends?
I play tennis almost every Saturday. I'm really into it lately.
Nice. Let's move on to the next one.
All right, our next phrase is mess up.
When you mess up, you do something wrong, and you kind of ruin it. It's not just a small mistake. Things go bad because of it.
Right, like in the story, she says, "You messed up the poles. I told you, the long ones go on top."
You messed up the poles. I told you the long ones go on top.
He didn't just make a mistake, the whole tent looks terrible now.
Exactly. We all mess up sometimes, right, guys?
Okay, now listen and repeat with us.
I followed the recipe, but I put sugar instead of salt.
Oh no, you really messed up the cake. But that's okay, we can order pizza instead.
How was your presentation today?
I forgot my notes and I messed up the whole thing, but my boss said it was still okay.
Great. Ready for the next one?
Now let's talk about figure out.
Oh, I like this one. When you figure something out, you find the answer. You understand something after thinking about it.
Right, like you have a problem, you think about it, and then, aha, you figure it out.
Like in the story, she asks, "Did you try to figure out the instructions?"
Did you try to figure out the instruction?
But he couldn't because he was looking at the instructions upside down.
Yeah, that's Frank for you.
Your turn. Say the lines with us.
I spent 30 minutes looking at this printer. Nothing works.
Let me try. Oh, wait. I figured it out. You just press this button here. This math problem is so confusing. Can you help me?
Sure, let me look. Oh, I see. You forgot this number. I figured it out. Well done. Let's keep going, guys.
Here comes another one. Give up.
This is a really important one. When you give up, you stop trying. You say, I can't do this anymore.
Like in the story, he says, I almost gave up right there. And she says, almost. You sat on the ground and said, I give up.
I almost gave up right there.
Almost? You sat on the ground and said, I give up.
Yeah, so remember, don't give up on your English. Keep going.
Okay, everyone, listen and repeat with us.
This puzzle is so hard. I've been trying for an hour.
Hey, don't give up. You're almost done. Just try one more piece.
I started learning guitar last month, but it was really difficult.
Oh no, please tell me you didn't give up. 2 weeks is too fast. Awesome! Next one, guys.
Okay, guys, let's learn put together.
When you put something together, you take different pieces and you make one thing, like building something.
Yeah, a desk from IKEA, a puzzle, a tent. You put the pieces together.
Like in the story, she says, so you put the tent together by yourself? And he says, yes, by myself. But he put it together wrong.
Okay, so you put the tent together by yourself.
Yes, by myself.
You put it together wrong, Frank.
At least he tried, right?
Now try to say it with us. Let's go.
I bought a new shelf from the store, but I don't understand the instructions.
Oh, I can help. We can put it together in 10 minutes. It's my mom's birthday tomorrow. I need an idea.
Why don't you put together a small gift box? She would love that.
Okay, time for the last one. It is get along.
When you get along with someone, it means you have a good relationship. You don't fight. You're friendly with each other.
Like in the story, he says, we get along great. I bring the beans, you bring everything else.
See? We get along great. I bring the beans, you bring everything else.
Ha! But at the end, they really do get along. They're sitting together, looking at the stars.
All right, try to speak with us. You can do it.
How is your new roommate?
She's great. We get along really well. We like the same things. My neighbor plays loud music every night. It's so annoying.
Oh no, you don't get along with him at all, huh? Maybe you should talk to him.
Proud job so far, everyone. Now, if you're ready, let's go to the finale of the story.
You know what I still can't believe? The drive here.
What about it?
Frank, the campsite was 1 hour away. It took us 3 hours.
There was traffic.
There was no traffic. You took the wrong road. 3 times.
I didn't take the wrong road. I took a different road.
The different road to the wrong place, Frank.
I was trying to figure out the map. The map was Old.
I told you, use the phone. The phone knows the way.
I don't need a phone. I know how to read a map. My father taught me.
Your father never drove 2 hours in the wrong direction.
We saw some nice trees.
We saw the same gas station 3 times, Frank. The man at the counter waved at us the 3rd time.
He was friendly.
He felt sorry for us.
Okay, maybe. I messed up one turn.
1 turn? Frank, you messed up every turn.
That's not true. I got the last turn right.
Because I was reading the map for you.
You were helping. That's different.
And then you almost gave up again. You said, let's just go home.
I was tired.
We were in the car for 3 hours because of you, and you were tired?
Driving is hard work, Betty.
I offered to drive. You said no.
The driver reads the map. That's the rule.
That's not a rule.
It sounds like a rule.
You know, for someone who is so into camping, you're not very good at getting to the campsite.
But we got here. That's what matters.
We got here because I figured out the map, Frank. I put the directions together in my head while you were looking at the map upside down.
What was that?
Probably a small animal.
What kind of animal?
A small, friendly one. Relax, Frank.
I am relaxed. I'm just alert. Good campers are always alert.
Oh, now you're a good camper. You can't read a map, you can't put a tent together, but you're a good camper.
I made this fire.
After I showed you how.
You gave me one small tip?
I gave you 11 tips, Frank.
Fine. But we're here now. The fire is nice. We get along out here, right?
Yes, we get along.
Betty?
Yes?
I'm glad we didn't give up on this trip.
We get along because I don't give up on you, Frank.
I know.
Amazing job, everyone. You learned 6 phrasal verbs today.
We're so proud of you guys. Keep practicing and don't give up.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the hype button.
See you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.